Most people think heart attacks come with a bang, a dramatic collapse, chest-clutching pain, sirens. But the truth is much scarier. For millions over 60, the real danger comes quietly. No flashing lights, no alarms, just subtle, creeping signs your body is trying to send you, often ignored until it's too late. If you're over 60 or love someone who is, this might be the most important video you watch this year, because most people who die of heart attacks had warnings, and they miss them. 1. The silent pressure you brush off as old age. You know that strange pressure in your chest after walking up the stairs? Or that heavy, squeezing sensation you get when gardening? Most seniors chalk it up to aging. "I'm just getting old," they say. But what if it's not just age? What if that silent pressure is your heart begging for attention? Unlike the classic heart attack pain you see on TV, many over 60 experience a different kind of symptom, angina. A dull pressure, tightness, or discomfort that can spread to your arms, jaw, neck, or back. It often happens during activity and goes away with rest. That's why it gets ignored. But this is your warning shot. Your heart is struggling, and the next episode might not go away. If you felt this more than once, especially during physical activity, talk to a doctor. Don't wait. 2. Unusual fatigue that feels like you've run a marathon. You wake up after 8 hours of sleep and still feel drained. You fold laundry and have to sit down. A trip to the grocery store wipes you out. Sound familiar? Extreme fatigue is one of the most overlooked signs of a heart issue, especially in women over 60. Why? Because your heart isn't pumping blood as efficiently. Your organs and muscles aren't getting enough oxygen, so your body slows you down. This isn't normal aging. It's a potential sign of heart failure or reduced blood flow. And if it started recently, within the last few weeks or months, it deserves immediate attention. 3. Shortness of breath you blame on being out of shape. You climb a single flight of stairs and have to catch your breath. You talk while walking and find yourself gasping. Many seniors think this is just because they've gained weight or become sedentary. But there's another possibility. Shortness of breath, especially if it comes on suddenly or gets worse with activity, is a classic sign of heart trouble. Your lungs and heart work together. If your heart is weak, fluid can build up in the lungs. That leads to wheezing, coughing, and breathlessness. This could be heart failure or a narrowing of your heart's valves. Either way, it's not something to ignore. 4. Digestive trouble that's not what you think. Indigestion, nausea, stomach pain. Most people don't associate these with the heart, but especially in seniors, especially in women, these can be red flags. When the heart doesn't get enough blood, it can trigger a vagus nerve reaction, causing nausea or even vomiting. Some people describe it as a burning or bloated feeling in the upper abdomen. It can feel like bad acid reflux or gallbladder issues, but it's not always from your stomach. If you've had persistent indigestion that doesn't respond to treatment, or it's accompanied by chest discomfort, get it checked out. 5. Sudden sweating or cold, clammy skin. You're sitting in a cool room but break into a sweat. Your skin feels cold, clammy, and strange. You wipe your forehead and wonder, why am I sweating like this? This isn't menopause, and it's not always anxiety. Profuse, unexplained sweating is a hallmark warning sign of a heart attack in progress. It often happens in combination with other symptoms, but not always. The body reacts to the stress of a failing heart by activating the sympathetic nervous system. It's a primal response. Your body knows something is very wrong. If you've ever broken into a cold sweat without a clear reason, especially with chest pressure or fatigue, call for help. Bonus: warning signs that come weeks before a major event. A study published in Circulation found that up to 50% of heart attack patients had warning symptoms weeks before the event. These include sleep disturbances, mild chest discomfort, anxiety or a sense of doom, lightheadedness, decreased exercise tolerance. Many ignored these signs or treated them with over-the-counter meds, but what they were really experiencing was their body waving a red flag. Listen to your body. It doesn't whisper for no reason. How to protect yourself now. So what should you do? If you've experienced any of these signs, don't panic, but don't wait either. Here's what you can do today. Talk to your doctor. Be specific. Describe the sensations, when they happen, and how long they last. Ask about an EKG or stress test. These can reveal hidden issues. Know your numbers: blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar. Track them. Don't downplay symptoms, especially if they're new or getting worse. Tell someone, a spouse, a friend, a child. Don't keep it to yourself. Heart disease is the #1 killer of adults over 60, but it doesn't have to be. Not if you know the signs. Not if you act. The truth most don't learn until it's too late. We all want to believe we'll know when something is wrong, that our body will give us a big, unmistakable signal. But often it doesn't. It gives us whispers, nudges, gentle warnings. And if we ignore those, the consequences can be final. Most people die of heart attacks without ever hearing the warnings because they weren't listening. Don't let that be your story. Share this with someone you love. Start the conversation, and if something feels off, say something. Your heart might just be trying to save your life.